heat wave today, so I stayed inside for my decorating today, and I redid the hutch that I showed you just a couple days ago. I have a favorite things shelf, and I took a few of my favorite things off of that shelf and I included it in my hutch, and I'll tell you all about it, where I got it. You're gonna love it. So I'm gonna start on the bottom, and over here I have a wreath that I got from Marshall's on clearance, and I stacked up a wood riser and I put that on top. So instead of doing the riser on the bottom, then the greenery, I did it opposite so that you could see more of the wood tone when you back up like this. Then I have a little cheese board. We got this from our trip to Italy, and I love the wood. I've seen some similar looking wood at Home Goods, so they have these there. I've seen them, and it's beautiful, and it just adds a pop of wood flair. Then I've got some stacked books. Then the double birdhouse hanger I moved from the left to the right, and there was enough room for some greenery and a mug to go right in the middle in between there. Here's a close-up view of the canvas pumpkins. I've got one here, and then I put one on the second shelf, and I love them for the pop of color because I'm not quite totally going into fall decorating. I'm just introducing myself to it because I can't help it, and it's just too much fun to play around with it. So I've got some pops of orange instead of going all out. So this is where I was talking about my favorite things shelf. I have a shelf that is completely for myself, and it's filled with things that make me happy. So I found this old box, and it had a lid on it, and it was from a chest. So you can see that the chest would come around here and hook up here. It's got some little hooks, and this is the front. But I tilted it on the side. It was 50% off. I got it for $7, and the wood has such a great stained old look, and I love it. So I've got some of my old books in here, Black Cat Cafe, just because who can't help Halloween right now. And this wreath is from Target, dollar spot right now in their farmhouse collection. I was lucky to find one. It's a little bit smaller than last year's, but I still got one because it looks perfect with the little canisters. So normally I have my blue jars from over here inside of here stacked a little bit, but because it's so dark inside of there, I had the blue jars inside originally, but I thought that the white Dunn would make the dark pop, and that's exactly what it did. So that's why I went with that for in there. But I was lucky enough that the chest fit in the middle shelf, and that was the only place that it did fit. So I got my Hocus Pocus mug, and I love tying spoons to them, to mugs, anytime that I'm trying to create like a dainty like coffee bar look. So I got this vintage spoon from Lancaster. That's where I got my jars and my box over here. That is the antique capital of the world. It's about 2 hours from where I live, and we did a super fun day trip over there. So I have this spoon tied on, and then I tied on a bow after I tied it on so that it could have the whole bow effect in the front instead of the back. So then I have different blue jar mason jars back here that I found at the antique shop too, and I have it with my mini stacked books over here, and some canisters. Of course I pop in that greenery, and all you have to do is tuck it in the side here, and it hides everything, all your stands, and then it looks cohesive. So I'm a huge believer in adding greenery. I used to do it while I was decorating, but I've become used to decorating with the greenery after I have everything decorated. So I fill it all in, and so far it's been working out better. Okay, so now we have the top, and I moved this witches area up. It was right down here on the bottom, the right side of the middle shelf, but I moved it up to the top here this time. So I just did a DIY on how to decorate with the witch feet. in my last video that I posted, so you can make this too. I put the fun little pumpkin over here. That was over on the left. Now I put one on the right. I put some of my Ray Dunn on top and the pumpkins on the left. So this was a pretty, wasn't very difficult to decorate from the last one that I did. Going to this one, I just switched a couple things around. Just playing around with the decor that I like, what I think is fun. It's so hot out and the only place to be is inside right now. So I've just decided to do something for myself. So this was just a fun little way to decorate and try to keep it simple because I always try to do more than I anticipated. And it's best to just step back, pick some of your favorite things and really play around with those. Don't be afraid to have too much greenery. I don't think you can ever have enough. I think that it completely ties everything together. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this, and if you're out in that heat wave too, stay safe, stay inside, have fun decorating, maybe do some shopping. You can head on over to my website, www.craftyhomebymissy.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at craftyhomebymissy. I'm hoping to have a giveaway for you soon, so you're not going to want to miss it. I'll announce everything over there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.